here at BPM is because basically the long and short of it is, if it wasn't for this guy, this wouldn't have actually started, and I'll explain why in just a second. No pressure, Stu, by the way, no pressure. So guys, please a massive round of applause for Stu Allan, guys. Welcome to BPM.
I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for asking me
It's
down.
your first time here.
Yeah.
10th anniversary. Not a bad start for us here.
Very good.
I will qualify what I've just said, because basically Mark Walsh, who is the CEO, he basically started this whole event at Donington 10 years ago. He's basically, I know he's hiding here in the darkness somewhere because he's a massive fanboy, but basically he said if it wasn't for you and the Move shows way back when, then he wouldn't have got into dance music and this wouldn't have happened.
That's amazing. I'm absolutely gobsmacked.
Yeah, so on behalf of us all here, thanks.
Oh, I love that. I love it. I'll go and shake his hand later.
Brilliant. So you're fresh from Reminisce Festival?
Yeah, yesterday up in St Helens, which is the north part of the world. 5 tents, all rammed out, all different styles.
It's a massive lineup.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even. It's pointless me even going through it, but yeah, it's just list after list after list. Anybody who was there yesterday, including me, and yeah, it was just the best. It really was. It was a very, very small Glastonbury, if you see what I mean. But it's unbelievable.
So you had loads of mates there. Did you get a chance to catch up with people there? Or is it
loads.
You have to go on?
Yeah, well, that was just it. It was just old friends, who were in the business, and yeah. It was quite bizarre because you've got incredible stuff, and Robin S was there yesterday as well, and she was just amazing as always. But then you've got Benga Boys and Reel to Reel, just the complete other end. Everybody just went for it, just lined up, pretend you're on holiday or something, and just go for it. It's fantastic.
Good times. Well, I mean, so the idea of these Q&As, Stu, is so that everyone that's here can get an idea of how you started and how you've managed to sort of keep your sound going all the way through. I mean, it's quite a while now. I think it's
a very long time. Yeah, it's quite scary. I started actually DJing properly in 1982, which is
year of my birth. So,
of course. Yeah, sure. And I started quite late, so that makes me ancient. That's what I was actually doing. Filling in for commercial DJs back then. It was a very different scene, obviously. Doing some weddings, engagement, things like that. Don't forget, it's a totally different world back then, and which is a brilliant way to learn your craft because you play to the crowd, and
Absolutely,
I still do that to this day. I don't care about, don't be cool if no one's dancing, you know what I mean? And that's basically it, yeah.
That's a major,
that's how it all
major tip there. No one's dancing, you're doing something wrong.
Oh yeah, exactly. So what's the point?
So where did it all start? I mean, you just decided one day that, were there other friends who were DJing already, or you just thought,
I used to go out and about all around in Manchester, and the best nights were the ones that a guy called Greg Wilson did. Quite a few you probably heard of him. Absolute pioneer in my eyes of playing American soul, funk and electro music from 82, 83. He kind of retired a bit after that time, but during those years he was the guy to listen to. He would play anything new. He was also the first guy in this country that I saw scratching and mixing from one to another brilliantly, with 3 decks or all that kind of thing, and it was just mesmerising. I thought, I want to do that. And he, apart from hearing certain records like Grandmaster Flash or something like that, I heard that, but I didn't witness it, but I saw Greg Wilson do it, and I thought, yes, that's my vocation, and I just went for it, and learned the craft as best I could, yeah.
I mean, so we're both radio types. I work for Capital Extra, and you started on Piccadilly and Key 103.
Yeah, I started Piccadilly Radio in Manchester. That started in '86 when I first got a first show there. I worked behind the scenes for a couple of years before that, and then got the show, and then left in year 2000. So it was a nice long run of playing decent tunes on the radio.
Don't get that these days in radio.
Well, I could have carried on, but I don't like the way the radio's changed a lot, so I moved on for that reason, and then did a few other stations, and then now started my own as just an online thing, which started the beginning of the year.
Quick plug. What's it called?
OSN Radio.
OSN.
Yeah, OSN.FM, and it's just basically classic stuff. But we have K-Class on there, Graham Park, Rock to Sierra, and various others. And it's growing nicely, slowly but surely, the way I want it to. Yeah, it's one of them where if you want it done properly or the way you want it, just do it yourself, and that's it. And we're going through it. We're going through it.
Is it hard to do from?
Yes, it can be, but luckily, there are people, know me a bit, so they've kind of, listened, and they're hooking onto it now. I'm really happy about it.
Great stuff. I mean, fair to say you've been pretty influential in the dance and hardcore scene from back in the Key 103 days. I mean, it's how did you, sort of not keep that level, but just keep pushing yourself all the way through those years, when there was obviously competition coming around. How did you stay on top of the game?
I don't know. It just kind of happens. It's certainly not a plan. It never has been a plan. You play what's good. That you know what's good. If you like the music, you know what's good in that genre. And you just please the crowds. And they feed back to you. There's never a problem. If they're not happy, they'll just move on, But I don't, like I said, there wasn't a plan in it. I just play the tunes. Luckily, they like it, so we're all happy then.
And that was the decision behind mixing up the genres a bit: hip hop, breaks, hardcore, jungle.
Yeah, I love it all. It's all music to me, so I'll mix it up wherever I can. It's a shame these days you can't mix it up as much as you used to be able to. But many nights we're soul, play some hip hop, then house, mix it up again, and it's but you can't do that as much as you like anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we got that to look forward to later on with the dance classic set.
Yeah, I'll probably play some 90s breaks or something like that. Really, it says only did about half an hour or so. So it'd be nice to mix up half an hour. That's hard.
I've got to ask as well. Because I asked this to Utah Saints earlier because we had a chat this afternoon. The scene. So it's about early 90s for me. That was just when I was getting into dance music. What was the scene like? Was it as...
It was amazing. Seriously amazing, because without any... It was just normal to go on a Friday. I would do 2 or 3 clubs. Saturday, 2 or 3 clubs. I had my radio show on a Sunday night, live show on there. And then during the week, someone would put on a regular night on a Monday in Warrington or something, and then come down to Coventry, Wolverhampton on a Thursday. And every night was packed. You never had an empty night. I don't know where anyone got the money from to go, because it's they haven't got it now, and it's hard work then. But I think all it was the music was so exciting. It was new music. 91, 92, 93 era. Was so exciting, and all the DJs, we've all played together. The Eclipse in Coventry was a huge, important club for me, especially. I'd be there, and then would come Sasha, and then after him would be Groove Rider, and then Carl Cox would come on, and the Prodigy had just started up, and they did a PA just to have a go, and that was how it was.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's how it was, and and then somebody like Amnesia or Pandemonium would do a big night at Donington or somewhere, and 20,000 people would turn up and just go, yeah, we love it, and
not bad.
Bring it all back, please, but you got to move on.
Did you find the sort of days kind of all sort of melted into one back then?
Yeah.
As you say, you got nights on a Monday and then another one Tuesday, Wednesday,
it was seriously busy back then. Yeah, sleeping was secondary for sure.
Do you find with I was just having a look earlier, sort of Mixcloud, SoundCloud, things like that, is a really good way for, as well as the online station, for you to get your mixes out there. There are sets from 93, 94 of yours back on. Sure. It must be pretty nice to have that sort of archive there as well for you, so everyone can just go and revisit some of the good times.
Yeah, Mixcloud and all those are just amazing. If we had those back then, it would have been a little bit easier maybe. But I think it was quite exciting to, have you got a tape of this? That's how it was back then, and it was more kind of precious to get that. If someone recorded, say, my show on a Sunday in '92. you know, that was the only way you're going to get it, is if someone had copied a tape, you know. Now it's too easy, you know, it's too easy now. Same with
Instantly
music,
upload it straight up.
Music's too easy, but good.
Absolutely. I mean, also on talking of sort of social media, the way things have progressed over the years. I mean, would you have loved to have sort of Twitter and
yeah,
I don't know,
again,
Snapchat and all that kind of stuff back then? Or is it
yeah,
just...
but again, it's sort of it would have made things very easy, but it was interesting the way everybody made the extra effort, you know, to be at a club. They'd travel more. To tune in to me, they would have to get a massive aerial somewhere if they didn't live in the Manchester area, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, it's funny you should say that, because Mark was saying earlier there was one point where he was working in I can't remember what it was, he was in a restaurant or something, he was having to sort of hold his phone out the top window so he could catch it whilst he was washing dishes and stuff.
Yeah,
just because he couldn't quite get the reception.
Also, it was just too easy, you know. They made, like I said, they made the extra effort. They got flyers, physical flyers, and, you know, fantastic flyers that people now collect. Now it's just look at Facebook, you know, but it was great. And like I say, the effort then, they had to physically write a letter to me to get a mention on the radio, or just to be in touch, you know. There was no emails, nothing, you know. Very different. Very different.
And technology-wise, do you like to keep on top of the newest tech that comes in, or are you happy? Is there a go-to?
I haven't got as far as I should have done by now, but I like to see what's going on, and I will definitely be having a good look around today and see what else I could pick up.
You haven't had a chance to have a look yet,
No, just arrived about a quarter of an hour ago, so yeah. But no, I'm loving the new technology is unbelievable, but I'll be stepping that way, definitely. But for the moment, I'm old school and just using CDs.
Not old school.
Well, it is compared to what I've seen, I'll tell you.
Good stuff. And I mean, are there any tracks that you
Not at the moment, no. I haven't made anything, you know, musical for quite some time. It's just all the radio and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done a bit, so I'm quite happy with what I've done over the years. Yeah.
And if you didn't know, one half of Clock sat in front of us.
Well, yeah, that started as a bit of a laugh kind of thing, you know, just. But then it progressed into something quite commercial. But I thought, well, why not? You know.
Was that who's the other half of that?
Well, I produced with. It started off as me, and then I had Peter Pritchard from Media Records and Nucleus and stuff at the time, and he then got involved as well. Yeah. So that went on to do phenomenal stuff. Yeah. But that was not the credible side of me, if you see what I mean. So I stayed way in the background on that one. Yeah. The more credible was under like Visa and that sort of stuff, really. Yeah.
I mean, it was only last year I was interviewing the Tidy Boys on stage here. And it was only at that point then that I actually found out that Andy was Jive Bunny. And whether he likes to sort of freely talk about that, I don't know. But he told me that I didn't realise that there's lots of side projects that obviously help you keep money ticking over for the other projects.
All it is all I've ever said is if the opportunity's there, do it if you want to do it. If you don't think, you don't have to be cool all the time. I've never have been anyway, so it doesn't bother me.
Because I mean, lots of DJs have got their sort of.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is now closed.
Oh no, it's not.
The show is now closed.
Oh, rather, it isn't. Because we've got the dance party. We've got the dance party going on in a minute.
Now join us in the Chauvet Arena.
That's it.
For the Dance Classics Party, with all the best retro anthems, including Robin S Live.
And Stu Allan.
The show are now closed.
Good. Well, I think that's about time to wrap up so you can get on the decks, right?
Closed. Any remaining visitors?
Guys, give it up for Stu Allan. We'll leave it there.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm bored with you lot.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been absolutely great talking to you.
Including Robin S.
I'm not going to talk over.
All other areas of the show are now closed.
So guys, thank you very much for coming today. As I say, we've got 2 hours of massive tunes coming up from Robin S. We've got Stu, we've got Slipmat as well. So get involved. If you've got anyone else that might be, got some mates having a wander around, just drop them a text, get them down here, and we can have a right old party together. So Thank you very much for coming, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the Dance Classics party. We'll be kicking that off in just a couple of minutes. Cheers.